In a world full of fast fashion and trends that disappear in a week, you gotta wonder, how does a classic brand like Ralph Lauren not just survive, but absolutely crush it? Well, that's exactly what's happening. They just posted a quarter so strong it's got the whole industry talking. So let's break down exactly how they pulled this off. Okay, let's just start with the big, jaw-dropping number, 49%. That's the staggering jump in Ralph Lauren's adjusted earnings per share, year over year. I mean, come on, that's a figure that just blew past what anyone was expecting, and it's a huge signal that something really special is going on with this brand. And get this, it wasn't some lucky accident. If you listen to the CEO, Patrice Levette, this is all part of a very deliberate plan they're calling their next great chapter. And the fact that they beat their own expectations everywhere, across the globe, in stores, online, it just shows you this success was planned, and it was huge. So, just how good was this quarter really? Let's get into the top-line numbers that have everyone buzzing. First thing you need to see is revenue. Sales shot up a massive 17% to hit $2 billion. Look, in today's economy, any double-digit growth is a big deal. A jump like this, it shows some seriously powerful demand from customers. And the good news didn't stop there. It wasn't just about selling more stuff. No, they were more profitable, their margins got bigger, and they got more efficient as a company. And all of that goodness flowed right down to that incredible 49% surge in earnings. It's the picture of a company that is just firing on all cylinders. Okay, a quarter like this doesn't just happen. There's a playbook behind it. So what is Ralph Lauren's winning formula? Well, it all boils down to a super clear three-part strategy. And here it is, the next great chapter plan. It's pretty straightforward, really. Pillar 1, make the brand feel exciting and desirable again. Pillar 2, double down on the classic stuff that always works while also bringing in fresh ideas. And Pillar 3, focus on winning in the world's most important cities. Let's see how they're doing on each one. First up, energizing the brand. They pulled in 1.5 million new customers, which is huge. They leaned into those timeless, classy sponsorships like Wimbledon. And then, bam, they tapped right into pop culture with these massive, viral celebrity moments. It's a perfect mix of old school class and new school cool. Okay, next, the products themselves. The core business, the polos, the classics we all think of, that grew by a really healthy amount. But they didn't just sit back. They pushed hard into growth areas like women's wear and outerwear, and those grew even faster. They're balancing the hits with innovative new launches, and it is clearly working. And this strategy wasn't just this thing that worked in America. It was a global home run. It was firing on all cylinders all around the world. I mean, just look at this chart. Powerful double-digit growth in every single major market. We're talking 13% in North America, 15% in Europe, and 16% in Asia. This kind of balanced worldwide strength is exactly what you want to see. It shows the brand's appeal is truly universal right now. And if we dig in a little bit, you can see this growth is happening everywhere, both in their physical stores and online. But you have to look at Asia. An incredible 36% explosion in e-commerce? That is just wow. They're absolutely crushing the modern multi-channel shopping experience. And to really hammer home that Asia story, let's zoom in on China. Revenue there was up more than 30%. For any luxury brand, winning in China is non-negotiable, and Ralph Lauren is clearly absolutely winning there. All right, so when you have a quarter like that, you're obviously feeling pretty good about things. And that confidence, it's showing up in how they're talking about the future. This is a pretty big vote of confidence in themselves. The company has officially raised its forecast for the entire year, basically telling everyone this momentum is here to stay. But honestly, beyond the forecast, there's one single metric that I think tells the whole story. Okay, so before I hit you with this next number, we gotta quickly talk about a piece of retail jargon, AUR, or average unit retail. It's simple. It just means the average price a customer pays for a single item. Sounds basic, but trust me, it is so important. So Ralph Lauren's AUR went up by 12%. That is a massive number in this industry. So why does that matter so much? Why is that the key? Because it tells you everything you need to know about brand health. People aren't just buying more Ralph Lauren. They're buying it at full price. They're not waiting for the sale rack. A rising AUR is the ultimate sign of brand desire. It proves that the Elevate the Brand strategy is working. They're selling based on want, not on discounts. Okay, let's pull all this together. We've seen the numbers, we've looked at the strategy. What's the big picture takeaway from this incredible quarter? It really goes all the way back to the founder's original vision. This quote from Ralph Lauren himself says it all. The brand has never been about just selling clothes. It's about selling an idea, an aspirational lifestyle. And their success today proves that dream is as powerful as it's ever been. So here's the bottom line. Ralph Lauren has pretty much cracked the code. They found a way to stay true to their classic, timeless identity while making the brand feel exciting and new for today's generation. It's proof that heritage and modernity can be a really, really powerful combination for growth. But even the company itself admits it's being cautious about the global economy. So that leaves us with the one big question, right? They've proven the brand is powerful, but is that timeless style strong enough to weather whatever economic storms might be just over the horizon? I guess that's what we'll all be watching.